They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Browns nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Pearson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And 2 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 and out.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Watch the curve, watch the curve. 72.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A very solid gain of 27.
Indianapolis.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The give to Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jonathan Taylor.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Our lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Check, 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 check. Hey, smash. 54 is Mike.
2nd and 11. That's complete to John Ross. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The Colts first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
6 yards left on second down.
Watch the run. They're running it. He's checking it.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Chubb. Khari Willis there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 38. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it, watch it, learn.
15, check right, 15. Lost the pass. Here we go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike, 50, Mike, 50.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check pass. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Check. Alert 3. Check.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
32.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bird, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Colts.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Burton here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The Colts ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of
14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Landry, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. To throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
On down.
On first down, Bird. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check, check. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars.